over the last couple months, the Niners have been leaking stuff and taking shots at Jimmy Garoppolo. We're not happy. We're not happy. We're not happy. And, of course, it's never attributed to John Lynch or Kyle Shanahan. But after about 9 stories, Jimmy Garoppolo's like, I'm handsome and I'm over it. And now Jimmy Garoppolo has got people on his side. According to Mike Mayoco, NBC Sports Bay Area, Garoppolo would welcome a trade and would waive a no-trade clause. Garoppolo's like, it's funny with Jimmy. The first thing everybody talks about, the first thing everybody says with him is, man, he's handsome. Nobody talks about his arm. Nobody talks about, boy, he's handsome. It's almost like everybody out there wants him to play a quarterback in a commercial or a movie, not be their quarterback. But here's the definitive argument, and this is what Garoppolo has on his side, and you can't argue it. Belichick loved him. Kyle Shanahan traded for him. And the Niners, with a great roster, stink when he doesn't start. Listen, we all know there's 6 great quarterbacks in this league. We all know. You can put them in any order. I don't care. Mahomes, Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, and Deshaun Watson. They can win games. They can carry a franchise. And in the NFL, you got to be a top 12 quarterback historically to win a Super Bowl. So those are the 6, and Garoppolo's not in it. The next 6, and I put mine up this morning, totally arguable. I'd go Lamar, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, Garoppolo, Matt Ryan, Kyler Murray. You could argue me out of Matt Ryan and put in Dak, and it'd be fine. I wouldn't lose a lot of sleep on it. My guess is Carson Wentz halfway through the season with Frank Reich will probably be in there instead of Matt Ryan. That's my next 6. Lamar, Herbert, Carr, Garoppolo, Matt Ryan, Kyler Murray. I think Kyler's got a much higher ceiling than Dak. But you could argue Kirk Cousins, low ceiling to me. You could argue Dak, great kid, not a great arm talent. But Garoppolo's in there. And you can't argue. Belichick loved him. He's pretty smart. Kyle Shanahan traded for him. He's really smart. And the Niners are awful when he doesn't play. So that I've never bought into this. Garoppolo's going to get traded. I know y'all think he's handsome, but when the best defensive coach of my life loves him, meaning he sees him every day at practice and he thinks, oh, he could beat a good defense, and the best young offensive coach in the NFL, in my opinion, loves him, and the Niners roster, which is fairly stacked, is awful. They can't win without him. I think Garoppolo's staying in San Francisco. I know a lot of you look at him like people look at the actor Chris Evans. The first thing you say is, God, he's good looking. Don Cheadle, it's like, what an actor. Ed Norton, what an actor. Mark Ruffalo, what an actor. Chris Evans, God, he's good looking. I know, but Chris Evans has to be able to act or directors wouldn't keep giving him jobs. Otherwise, movies would just have models. He's got to be able to act. And Jimmy Garoppolo's got to be able to quarterback because the Niners are awful when he doesn't play. And they have a good O-line. They have a great tight end. They have good backs. They have an unbelievable front. They have active linebackers. So Jimmy Garoppolo fired back. Garoppolo said, listen, yes, I may be good looking, but I'm tired of being told I'm the problem here. Because in my only year of starting, Jimmy Garoppolo in his life has had 1 full year of starting. Let's review. 69% completion percentage, 101 passer rating, 2-1 touchdowns to picks. And Garoppolo's tired of it, and he's got a right to be tired of it. Big Ben is now running out of people who are supporting him. The Steeler quarterback, if he just retired, would save the Steelers $19 million, and they could start their search for another quarterback soon. I think they'd go after Sam Darnold. They already have Dwayne Haskins. But Marquise Pouncey, his center, that was Ben's guy. He retired. Kevin Colbert, the GM's always been Ben's guy. His comments recently, lukewarm on Big Ben. Mike Tomlin, interestingly quiet. Mike Tomlin now is not talking. And now a former teammate who played with Ben for 11 years, Ike Taylor. They were in 3 Super Bowls. They won a couple of them. Ike Taylor is out on Big Ben. Ike Taylor is not wrong. What does Big Ben do well? Accuracy? No. Pre-snap genius? No. Deep ball? No. Mobility? No. Everybody else in that division, Burrow, Baker, and Lamar, have a specialty. Big Ben was never fully committed. It was fine when he was in his athletic prime. Who is in his corner now? Ain't the GM, not the coach, not a former. Ike Taylor was a real player. Ike Taylor was a good teammate. He was Ben's guy. Center retired. Ike's out. Mike's out. Kevin Colbert's out. So again, I'm a big believer that if you're super talented, I'll put up with your crap. But once you're not as talented, your lack of commitment, and Ben is the anti-Brady. He is the anti-Russell Wilson. He is the anti-Brady. He just did it on talent. That ages poorly when you're not committed during and in off seasons. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.